Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am finally back to film a monthly budget video with you guys. I'm super excited because I am going to be filming my monthly budget for the month of July, which you guys may or may not know this, but this month is baby month. So I am currently, at the time that I'm filming this, 38 weeks pregnant and ready to deliver this baby boy. I've been wanting to film this video for quite some time, but I feel like there's always something that happens and I never end up filming it. It's actually really late right now. It's like 10 p.m. but I thought that since I'm all ready to go and there's really not going to be another time where I can film this video, we would just film it right now. So I have here my new Erin Condren monthly planner, and I have the pink cover that I also have for my hourly planner. If you guys don't know, this is the planner that I've been using as a budget planner for years now. They did make a few changes to this year's monthly planner, which I do want to mention just in case you guys purchase stickers from my shop, which I am going to be showing you guys as well in a second. I did get the colorful version as always for my budget planner. And there is one main change in this planner, and it is the dashboard page. This looks completely different than anything Erin Condren has done in the past. And at first I was a little bit intimidated, not going to lie. So you have here a section for goals, important dates, important projects, and stuff to track, so like habits. Now, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to utilize this page, especially this month. I feel like I just need to set down my budget with you guys so you guys can get an idea of what I'm planning on budgeting for my different categories. So I'm not going to worry too much about this page, but if you have any suggestions or ideas, definitely leave them in the comments down below. And now moving on to where I will be setting up my monthly budget. I always set it up right after the dashboard on the right side right here. So we're just gonna get into it because I don't have too much time. I am going to be using my Butterflies pattern washi and the correlating budget kit for that. So I like to use the budget kit that separates your expenses by variable and fixed, but I have another budget kit that I offer in the shop where you have both of your expenses together. So it really just depends on how you like to budget. Now I do have my half letter planner here on the side with me, which I really use as a catch-all planner. Hopefully sometime soon I'm able to show you guys all of the different tabs that I have in here. For now, just know that I have my mock budget spread for basically every single month this year in here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So we have been budgeting bi-weekly, as you guys may or may not know if you've been watching my channel. And the way I am a little bit late to filming this video, but not too late, because the month of July, or our month of July, didn't start until the 7th. So that is when Victor got his first paycheck, on the 7th, and then he'll be getting his next paycheck on the 21st. So that's kind of when our month of July is starting. So this will be the budget for the whole month, and then I will come back on here to film our paycheck 1, and hopefully I can film our paycheck 2 budget as well. We'll go ahead and see, because by our second paycheck is when we are expecting baby boy to be here. So we'll go ahead and see how everything goes, but I thought I would just set up what I can so far. The first source of income I'll add in here will be Romina.rossa, which is my shop. And I mentioned this in one of my hourly plan with me videos, but if you're wondering if I'm closing the shop, I'm actually not going to be closing it because Victor will be on paternity leave and he'll be able to help me with the shop. So the shop will be running as usual for the time being, especially when it comes to things like stickers, because I am prepping and making stock. So then that way, all that Victor really has to do is package the orders and send them your way. The time that I'm filming this, As well, just to let you guys know, I do have July, August, and September budget kits up on the site. So definitely go pick those up if you guys are interested sooner rather than later. I'm pretty sure I will leave the processing time at a 2 to 3 week processing time just in case. Then next I'm going to be writing Victor's name. And then last but not least, for our income section, I'm going to be writing variable for my variable income, which are things like commission links, YouTube, all that sort of thing will go towards variable. We might end up having some extra income from some side hustles from the both of us this month, but I'm not quite sure. So I'm just going to leave it like so, and if anything, I'll add it to the variable income section. Then next up, just add some glitter washi there to separate our income from our expenses. And then we'll start with variable expenses, which are all of our cash envelopes and things that vary. And then we'll move on to fixed expenses, which are the expenses that don't change so much within a month. Okay, so let's start with variable expenses. First up, we have our groceries cash envelope. We are still doing the cash envelope system. We just really like to work with that. I feel like the cash envelope system has definitely helped us to not overspend on certain categories. I will say that we haven't been 100% perfect, and honestly no budget is, but it has really helped to count and physically have the cash in our hands and seeing it leaving as we're spending it to make us conscious of our purchases. So if you haven't tried out the cash envelope system, I definitely suggest it. It will definitely be harder for us to do so once baby is here, which I totally understand, but hopefully once we get into a routine, we'll be able to go back to the cash envelope system. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if you guys are parents, how soon you guys got into a routine with the newborn, because I'm really just thinking here, like, when will I have a routine again? I have no clue. But okay, we have groceries. For groceries, we're budgeting $380, which is, I believe, the same amount that we budgeted last month. That number just really worked for us last month, so we thought we would just keep it the same for this month. Then for eating out, we are lowering it, and we're lowering it by $50. So instead of the $400 that we budgeted last time, we're budgeting $350 because we know that we're not going to be going out anywhere, and I'm trying to eat pretty healthy for the most part. So I really don't think that we're going to spend all of this eating out budget. It is just a number that we set out, and like I mentioned, is $50 less than last month. So we're definitely trying to cut a little bit of our eating out expenses, and hopefully this is the month where we get to cut even more of it. So that's for eating out. Then we have gas, which this is for both of our cars. We're also lowering this month since I probably won't be driving that much, and Victor once again is going to be on paternity leave. So we're budgeting $200 for gas for this month. Then we have household, which we lowered last month, and we're just going to keep it at the same amount. So we're budgeting $60 for that. Next we have our allowances, which we typically get $100 each, so that has not changed. Next category that I have in here is my beauty cash envelope, and this is actually one that has been bumped up for this month. And beauty is usually for things like my hair dye, if I have any makeup that I'm running out of, or anything like that. And usually I budget like $60 for this. This month I'm actually doing something different that I don't typically do. But since I'm not planning on wearing any sort of makeup during my labor and delivery, I've decided to splurge a little bit on lash extensions, which if you guys have been following me for a while, you might remember when I used to have lash extensions, I want to say like 2 years ago, maybe even 3 years ago. So I am going to be getting lash extensions this month, and that is around, I think, $110. And so in total, I am budgeting $130. I do still have some hair dye from last month, so I might just have to end up buying one more box of hair dye so that I can do that before I give birth. And then the extra money would just be for a tip for my lash tech. So that is what I'm budgeting for beauty this month. I don't know if I'll keep doing the whole lash extensions. I might even end up filming it so you guys can see how my experience is and if I liked it or all of that. But I remember liking them when I had them back in the day. So I'm excited to get lash extensions, to be honest. After beauty, we have a category for haircut, which this is mainly for Victor. Victor gets a haircut once a month, and that comes out to $45 after tip. And then I also like to add my phone bill in here, which has been around the same every month. So I'm just going to be budgeting $40.50 because I think that's how much it was last month. And I think that's all that we have for variable expenses. A category that I like to use as a placeholder just in case anything unexpected comes up is a category for unbudgeted expenses. So I will just write that as my last category. And I'm just going to put 0 because I don't necessarily budget anything for that, but I do like to have it as, once again, a placeholder in here. And I think I can get away with skipping a line. So we'll just plop that there. And then we'll move on to fixed expenses. All right, now my first fixed expense is our rent, which we are still living at my parents' house at the moment. So rent is a whopping $250. This will go up significantly once we move into our home, but we honestly don't know when that will be. And if you're waiting for a live update video, that should be coming pretty soon, and we'll just explain the reason as to why we haven't moved into our home yet, because we were planning to do that prior to the baby being here. But that's like a whole story within itself. So we're just doing $250 for rent for now. Then we have my car payment, which is $348.06. We have car insurance, which is $129. We have Victor's gym membership, which is $24.99. And Victor was actually suggesting that we cancel the gym membership, but I think that he should probably still go to the gym even if I can't go, because we usually go together. That's kind of the price that he pays for both of us to be able to go, or for him to take someone else with him. So I told him that it honestly for now just makes sense for him to keep going instead of canceling the whole membership, because they do charge you, I think, like an annual fee 2 months after you get a membership. So let's say if we were to cancel and then get it again in 2 months, in 4 months would be paying another annual fee. So I honestly don't think it makes sense for now, especially if he is thinking of going back to the gym. So we are going to keep that this month. And once again, that's only $24.99. Then we have a storage unit where we have all of our things ready to be moved into our next place. And that is costing $187 a month. Next, we have our health insurance. And we pay a total of $528.18 a month for both of us. And then last but not least, I have our sinking funds, which we currently still have only 2, and those are gifts and Christmas. So for both of those this month, we are stuffing them with $225. And that is it for our fixed expenses for the month. So let me lay down the total little header there, and then we'll total these up really quick. All right, so the total for variable expenses is 80, 50, 200, 60, 200, 130, 45, and 40, 50. So that is a total of $1,405 with 50 cents. And then for our fixed expenses, it's 250 plus 348 equals 6, 129, 24.99, 187, 528.18, and 225. That is a total of 1,692 with 23 cents. So in total, that is $3,097 with 73 cents. So now that we're done adding those expenses up, I will just quickly set up my total section at the bottom here. So I'll just grab some more washi. And grab the total section. Right here. So in this total section, I will write out our income. So our total, expected, and then actual income at the end of the month. And then I will put expenses in here, and those will be the total variable and fixed expenses. And then we just started doing this a few months ago, which is a section for debt, because we are currently working towards paying off some debt as well. So those are the 3 totals we'll have. And the one I can write in right now would be the expenses. So like I mentioned, that is a total of $3,097 with 73 cents. And then last but not least, I will just take this box, squared off box, and just plop it on the side here. And this will be for anything that's remaining after we subtract our expenses and our debt from our income. So that will be our little savings. So let's put a little piggy bank there. And then I just like to decorate the rest of my spread with the deco here. So with that being said, that is going to be it for this month's monthly budget video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know if I'm rushing through this, but I'm super glad that I was finally able to set this spread up in my budget planner. Definitely come back because I will still be filming my June budget results video. I finally closed all those numbers down, so definitely stay tuned for that video, as well as my first paycheck for the month of July and cash stuffing. And yeah, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already. Check out my shop. I will have a link for it down below, but it's just www.romina.rossa.com for all of your sticker and budgeting essentials. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.